Glad to hear. That's good. Alright, time to start. Steph hiding from her phone. Dovik2293. She's scared? She might be. Alright, this is his newest one, so. This one's a long one, though. 1 hour and 35. Wow, this is like 20 scariest videos of 2025. He's pretty much wrapping it up. That's almost the whole stream right there. That's pretty much almost the whole stream. I only do this for like 2 hours. But yeah, welcome new ones. Before we start, let me just answer this message real quick, and then we'll be on our way to see which ones made it to the 20, I guess, 20 top scariest videos of 2025. Hello? Yes, hello, Dovik. I think Dovik is new. I don't think I've seen him before. Hold on. You know what? Let's just start it already. Let's see what we're dealing with here.
A woman named Jessica says that she has recently purchased a fun playhouse for her daughter that looks very similar to their own house, complete with its own motion-sensing door.
Usually when there's like playhouses involved or something like that, depending where they got it from. I mean, if they get it from the store, that's fine. But if they get it from like a flea market, you never know. You never know where that thing came from or who sold it to them, or, you know.
Doorbell camera.
For a house tour of Emma's playhouse. I'm going to show them the door, okay? She really
it has a camera door too?
a doorbell camera like our front door.
But since then, things around their house have gotten a little spooky.
If the video's
Jessica's
too loud
daughter
and
says that
my
she
voice isn't,
sometimes
then no.
sees a quote-unquote scary guy in their house.
What guy?
The guy.
The guy is at the
She's
door.
already seen some bad guy.
Guy.
Can we go together?
It's weird that the kids could see like some stuff we can't even see. Just like dogs or something.
Yeah.
Do you want to open the door or you want mommy to open it?
I want mommy to open it.
Okay.
He's in there.
The guy?
Yeah. He's scary.
He's scary.
I'm scared.
It's okay.
No.
We are gardeners.
These commercials though, they kill the mood, but what can I do?
Jessica's daughter claims that the scary guy is in her room, but Jess doesn't see anyone or anything. She just dismisses the whole incident as likely being her
All right,
daughter's
let's see what
overactive
happens.
imagination. But then, a few nights
Yeah, the ads, they're always, you know. You already know how it is with those ads.
later, something happens that absolutely freaks Jessica out. Jess is sitting in her living room when she suddenly receives a motion alert. Not from her own doorbell camera, but from the one on her daughter's little playroom house. When Jessica checks the notification, what she sees is like something right out of a horror movie.
What's up, Andrew? Look, when the doorbell's ringing and nobody's there, I guess the camera picks up like the sound or something. what do you call it? Smart doll houses, I guess. With like sensors. There it is. Something's moving it already. The camera, look at that doll there. Sage just came in time for his favorite. It's 9 p.m. where you're at. It's about to be 8 where I'm at. It's like 7:51. Scary, is it? That dollhouse though, something is messing with it. Look at that hair of the doll right there. It's crazy how it's just positioned there. Autocorrect.
A note on this clip. This is not a motion camera that pans around the room on its own motor.
Well, yeah, there's no motion camera. Somebody was messing around with the door. So apparently somebody was messing around with the door that had the camera. There was no motion sensors that, goes back and forth like that.
This camera is actually attached to the playhouse door. So this back and forth motion means that the playhouse door is actually opening and closing. But it gets even weirder, because the camera repeatedly catches a little playtime mannequin head in the corner of the playhouse, and its hair seems to be lifted up by some unseen force, and then just suddenly drops back down. After this, Jessica has had about enough. She says that she took down the little playhouse, but her daughter still sometimes says that she sees the quote-unquote scary guy back in their house. On March 6, 2015, Jennifer Grossbeck was driving home with her 18-month-old daughter Lily secured in her car seat in the back. While driving along a lonely road in Utah, Jennifer...
This one's gonna be a good one. I can feel it.
Lost control of her SUV and crashed off the side of a bridge, flipping her car upside down into the freezing water of the Spanish Fork River.
Never mind, it was not a good one. They flipped over and found the river. Wow.
Most of the car was submerged in icy water, and tragically, Jennifer Grossbeck passed away almost instantly. However, luckily the car was positioned in...
That's crazy. Worst nightmare? I know. See, that's why I'm pretty sure most of you drive in here. Well, not most of you, then some of you. You guys already know when, as soon as we step out of the the door of the house, you never know if you're gonna come back. Every day. You never know. As soon as you step out, who knows if you're gonna step back in.
In a way that Jennifer's 18-month-old baby Lily was not plunged into the freezing water. The baby was held in place in her car seat in the back. Many hours
Yeah, I
later,
know.
the car is spotted in the river.
But we hardly
and
even
emergency
think
first
about that.
responders arrive on the scene.
We hardly even think about it. We just like get out there and go. That's it. Dude, that's me right there. If I had the GoPro like that. Well, I do have one, but it's actually just running.
But as the police and firemen approached the car, they heard something that they really can't explain.
We heard something saying, help us inside. And so it was at that point that we...
That's crazy. They heard something. Probably the mom when she died or something like that. Because the baby is not going to say, help me. It's like 8 months old or something.
You know, said we have to get in that car now, and we all, the four of us, were able to push the car on its side, and that's when I looked inside and was able to see the child infant strapped in the back seat.
Baby's in there. I remember the story. Yeah, no, I remember. I think I showed it in one of the past streams. I guess this is his most recent video, so the top 20. So we'll see which one made it. I mean, those two made it.
She's definitely hypothermic. She's
This
freezing.
gives me a good idea though for something else later.
Here, go. Let's go.
Sorry I complained. Diaz, you should do that. What do you mean, Dark? Tell me, let me know. I mean, yeah, I should do that too, like with my other stuff, you know. Yeah, I should be doing something like that. Like, for example, Mario Maker top dumb levels or something like that. Put them on there. Or when I'm playing those Street Fighter matches, top difficult matches, but I still want them anyway. Top, what do you call it? Really close matches, but I come through and still win. Or top 5 matches that I got perfected on. Oh, you know, stuff like that. Anyways, let's continue. Let's continue. You should ghost hunt, or actually you should do abandoned places. I do those sometimes when I run into them.
So you actually heard a voice calling out, help me. Do you know who that was?
We assumed, or I assumed, that it was someone in the car saying, help me. That's why we responded saying, we're trying, we're going to get inside and help you, we're doing the best we can.
We're helping. We're coming.
It wasn't until after we flipped it that we saw the mother, who we know now was deceased at the time, and the child was in the back seat.
Even stranger. Although all 4 of the early responders say that they heard the strange, unexplained voice of a woman pleading for help, the officers' body cameras did not pick up any voice at all.
Here, get over here, Beddoes. We're helping. We're coming.
To me, it was plain as day, because I remember hearing a voice. It didn't sound like a child. Just saying, help me.
Jennifer Grossbeck's family believes that it was the voice of Jennifer's spirit, calling out from the great beyond to try to urge the emergency workers to hurry to save her baby daughter,
Yeah,
Lily.
that's crazy. She was able to do that.
Very compassionate.
From beyond the grave.
Person. She always wanted to bend over.
If watch Dia's stream, you see ad skips. Wait, what? If you see ad skips, ads. I mean, I wish. I mean, the only way I could skip ads is if you get that YouTube Premium or whatever. Andrew's all like, this is super scary. Is it? I mean, they're just telling the story of, you know, a mom and her kid. I mean, sadly, the mom died. I'm guessing as soon as the impact got her. As soon as the impact, you know, hit her. The little girl or the little kid survived that. But they heard the mom's voice, like, before she passed already. That's insane.
Over backwards for her loved ones. She loved Lily with all her heart. She was the love of her life.
The emergency team that was on the scene
Hopefully
says
Diaz
that
doesn't get
they
nightmares.
simply can't explain what they heard.
No, I don't get nightmares.
We're helping. We're coming.
The
I don't
Lambton
actually.
House seance.
Lamb House. Wait. Lambton House seance? I don't even know if I remember this, but answering Sage's question, no, I rarely get dreams like that. I mean, rarely. But anyways, let's continue.
Paranormal enthusiast James White has a very spooky business. He professionally arranges and hosts seances in allegedly haunted and abandoned buildings
seances,
in
I see.
Toronto, Canada. James is hosting a seance at
That's
the
a crazy
historic
business
Lambton
that he
House
has
with a
there.
group of curious participants. The Lambton House is a former inn that was built in 1860, and it is said to be extremely haunted. Now James White and his group are about to witness something absolutely terrifying.
Wait, hold on here. Let me lower the, not the mic volume, but the, I'm guessing the audio one real quick. Hold on. Desktop? Alright, let's see. Let me just test it out while I'm here. I'm gonna test it out like this. Is it better like that? I think it's good. I think it's good enough.
Is it a person?
Alright.
Give me a sign. Are they in this room?
I used to stream while watching this Diaz before, did you?
Is it a male?
I think I remember seeing you one time. What the heck happened to that guy? That guy just flew.
Why did you chair to back?
I'm surprised this one made it.
Keep your hands together. Keep your hands together.
This one made it up there.
It did break when he fell though, because he went that far back. Okay, so did somebody actually pull your chair? Yeah, like he tipped backwards. Somebody pulled your chair? Yes.
While in the middle of a seance, one participant is forcefully yanked backwards out of his chair by an unseen force.
Is it a male?
The door behind me was open, and I had my partner sitting beside me, and we had the door, like the door was open behind us, and we thought we heard something back there, but nothing was there, so we turned, and I looked, and I saw nothing, so I turned my head back towards the group, like the circle, and we're all holding hands. And then all of a sudden, I just felt like this force just come and pull me
Something
back.
just yanked
And it was
them.
like aggressive. It wasn't like calm. It was aggressive.
Our
like,
should try
it's
this?
trying
Nah,
to
he would
kill
never
me
do
or
this
something.
right
I
here.
don't know. My feet were like flat on the ground and wasn't moving.
His thing
I
is
was
strictly
holding
just
the
making
beside me, and it just pulled me. And I
guides
felt
or
like
playing some
something
stuff.
was
His channel
coming
isn't.
behind
It doesn't
me,
revolve
standing
around
up
this.
behind me. As I'm sitting in the chair and like taking
He'd
my
get lit up.
shoulder,
Yeah, he would get lit up.
pulling me
He always
towards
does.
It was crazy.
Fellow participants and eyewitnesses
Since my
from the
channel kind of
seance took to
revolves around
Instagram
the
to share their
scary stories,
about
and
the
then
incident.
I added
One
this
seance
right
witness
here.
had this to say about the strange event.
It kind of
I sat
revolves around
across
it.
from him when this happened, and it was fantastic
I'll
to
be
see.
reading some of my stories soon,
Another
though.
witness
I just
says,
haven't finished them
"I
yet,
was
so
there." Another
I'll be
epic
posting
seance
those
with that
videos
James
up
White
soon.
seance. So did James White capture evidence of an unknown entity aggressively grabbing an innocent
People can
visitor at the
just
Lambton
see
House?
them because I do have some
I
of them,
leave it
but
up
those
to
are
you
like a little
to
older.
decide. Is it a male?
Also, if you guys
A
have
woman
any,
named Ray says that her family has
also if you guys have like any other channels to recommend me doing, like how I'm doing this, Nuke's Top 5, let me know. Because I'm pretty sure there are other ones. I mean, there are other ones.
experienced many strange things since they moved into their new home. Ray says that the house's basement is especially creepy. She
the
says that
basement,
even
of
on
course.
warm days, the temperature down there is always freezing. And she says that she feels like something is watching her when she's down there. Even weirder,
Pennywise,
the
of
family
course,
often
Powerhouse
hears
is afraid
strange,
of the clown.
unexplained sounds coming from the basement.
Oh, that's crazy. I would love to mess
But
around like
things in
that.
their
If
house get
somebody
even
or
weirder
something was
after Ray buys
knocking.
her son Andrew a creepy large Elmo balloon. You see, the balloon seems to move around the
Oh,
house.
I remember this one.
with a
This one's
mind of
actually
its
pretty
own.
good. That Elmo balloon just moves around by itself. It goes wherever it wants to go. Like that is weird. Look.
Babe, come
Like
here.
imagine if, let's say for example, I'll use Noah as an example. Imagine Noah's in his living room, right, playing that what do you call it, State of Decay, and all of a sudden there's a balloon that just floats past him like that.
Keeps going down to the basement.
Inexplicably, the balloon often just
No,
seems to head
Noah would be
directly
like, "What the
toward
heck is
their
that?"
basement door.
Literally stopped at the basement door.
You'd probably run out of there.
Weirdly, Ray says that the balloon will only enter the basement door if her son follows after it.
For real, either that or Noah would pop it. He'd take care of it.
So the obvious thought here is, well, it's just a balloon caught in a draft and doing balloon stuff. But things get even weirder, because it seems the creepy Elmo balloon isn't content to only roam the downstairs. One night, the family dogs start going nuts, and Ray goes to investigate. What she finds chills her to her core.
Run, kid? I don't think he's afraid. Look. It just turns around. I think it floats back up.
Quiet.
Look at it.
Quiet.
That's funny. I think that's funny. But I would still be recording that though. No, it's like, heck no. Yeah, that would be something to see. That would be something. It's walking back up. It kind of looks like it's walking back up. That is crazy though. It's just having fun with that Elmo balloon. And this guy's just turning the lights off.
So now the obvious question
I'd be
is,
up all night,
why doesn't she just
watch
pop
till
the
morning?
balloon,
Wait,
throw
what?
it in the trash, and
Sage
be
is crazy.
done?
He wouldn't even
But
sleep
Ray
then.
says that her son is very attached to the balloon and refuses to let them take it away. So
Oh,
the
you would
creepy
watch that
Elmo
balloon until
stays.
morning? Dang,
But
yeah.
Ray will soon seriously regret this decision.
It's just floating. Don't bother sleeping. Anyway, watch that balloon until morning. You wouldn't fall asleep, you'd just be keeping your eye on that balloon. It just hits the wall. What? I think she saw something there. Oh, I see it. I think.
Did you see it? A
Yeah.
strangely shaped forehead seems to be
A
peeking
forehead
around
is
the
right
top
there. You guys
edge
see
of
that?
the basement door. When slowed down, we can even see what looks like a bizarre set of dark eyes and the
Dang,
bridge
somebody's
of a nose.
forehead. That guy was
So
probably
is
whatever
Ray's
it
house
was.
haunted
It
by
was
an entity
huge.
that is manipulating this Elmo balloon, or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide.
Somebody's
if you
forehead
see
was
something
there.
that you think would be perfect for the top 5, email me at nukestop5@gmail.com.
Why take
You can also
watching
tag
the
me on
balloon? I
TikTok
don't
at
know.
nukestop5official. And be sure to tag
I
me
probably would've popped it,
only
though.
at nukestop5official because there are a lot of fake accounts on there. Late one night in Mexico City, a concerned woman calls the local police saying that she hears strange, unexplained noises coming from her son's apartment.
The apartment. I think this one is like the Exorcist one or something. From what I remember, I'm not sure.
Just above her. The problem is her son is out of town and the apartment should be empty.
Never
the police
mind.
quickly arrive on the scene, but they don't find anyone inside. No robber, no trespasser. However, the officers do hear strange noises like banging and the low murmur of voices. They are concerned that someone might be hiding inside the residence. So, the officers radio headquarters and ask that a nearby public CCTV camera be focused on the windows of the upstairs apartment. What the camera captures is downright chilling.
I think there's some ghosts right here, I'm not sure. Yeah, there. You see that? Those dancing around, whatever they call it.
The CCTV camera captures the ghostly figures of 3 children looking out the window as the police leave. The apartment building's longtime security guard claims that every 10 years this same strange phenomenon happens, and no one knows how or why. He says that no children have ever lived in that apartment, so he has no idea who or what this might be. To this day, the footage remains a mystery.
Footage is mysterious. Well, it is, of course. I mean,
Gimme Shelter. YouTuber Tyson Pierce has a channel dedicated to travel, the outdoors, and basic survival in nature.
I think I remember this one right here.
Day, all of his training is put to the ultimate test.
I can't believe
when
that
something
thing
happens
holds
that
up
is
against a
absolutely
tornado, I think.
Terrifying. Tyson is out in the middle of nowhere in Hawkesbury on...
I think it holds up. I think the tornado, like, appears where he's at, like, out of nowhere, and he has no choice but to, like, go under there and take cover. That's crazy that he survived that, though.
Ontario,
Or his-
Canada, building what he calls a Viking turf house survival hut.
That
Tagging
Viking
along
hut.
with him to help are his
Survival.
younger brother and his friend. The guys are about halfway through building the Viking hut when suddenly an urgent weather warning comes through on Tyson's phone.
Environment Canada has issued a severe thunderstorm warning. Mobile coverage area, take cover immediately if threatening.
But he and the boys are in the middle of nowhere with no time
Wow.
to get out of there. Now, before I show this in a...
Yeah, they were caught, like, in a storm. I don't know if a tornado was passing through or not.
accordance with YouTube rules, let me note that absolutely no one was hurt in this video. But this frightening scene is what happened as the storm rolled in.
Holy... What the hell? Oh my god. Holy sh... I'm going. Oh, je pense qu'il y a une tornade. Non, oui, on peut pas se sauver, c'est d'être là. Check. Check.
Qu'est-ce qu'on fait?
Elle s'en vient, reste en dedans.
Non, non, non.
En dedans, en dedans. Non, on peut pas, il est trop tard. En dedans. Reste en dessous. Tornado.
I can't believe they made it though. That thing held up.
Stay low. Stay. 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 Stay low. No. Stay. 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 Oh, buddy. Stay. 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 Stay.
That's crazy because they didn't know if they were gonna actually live from that or not. That is crazy though. But whatever he built did work.
In this small ball. In this small ball. In this small ball. Stay low. No, no, we're good. We're good. We're good.
No, we're dying. We're dying. We're dying.
No, stay, stay. Bro.
Oh my god. Ice.
Stay, stay.
Stay, Miguel.
Stay.
Stay. Holy f***.
Please, don't make me.
C'est good, on est good.
But sir, ça pour ça, sir.
Please, God, please, please.
God, s'il vous plaît.
S'il vous plaît.
Oh my God, no.
Stay low. Please, stay. Holy f***.
That has survived. Let's see. I seen worse than that tornado. I mean, in Florida, I mean, it gets crazy over there. Not with tornadoes, but with like all that flooding, and there's like super high winds over there. That's what I hear.
Stay, please, God, please.
God, please. Sorry.
C'est good, on est good. On est good.
They survived that. Yeah.
On est correct, guys. On est good. S'il vous plaît.
Now again, let me repeat that in accordance with YouTube rules, none of these guys were hurt. Because of the amazing stability of Tyson's shelter, everyone survived and made it out without a scrape. Tyson returns a few days after the storm to check out his shelter and the surrounding woods.
That's my cabin. 2 trees. 2... That's my cabin right there. That is insane. Oh, that's snap though. Snap. I need to clear the trees. That's snap there as well.
The trees around the shelter have been uprooted and blown to the ground.
That's
but
crazy.
The shelter is still there.
The shelter hold it up.
Find their bikes buried under one of the downed trees.
All right, Sage, take it easy.
Oh my God, no way.
Bro.
Our bikes are good. Wow.
Good spot. My bike.
Our bikes are good.
So Tyson's amazing nature shelter actually saved their lives. He considers it a blessing that they were all able to escape without injury.
Thank you.
It's cold outside, but you can keep warm in some all-new Nuke Top 5 merch. Now, of course, we have t-shirts, hoodies, and coffee
the
mugs.
t-shirts and the
But we
hoodies
also
are
have
everywhere.
blankets, pillows, and long sleeves. We even get stockings and wrapping paper.
It's gonna get the wrapping paper.
Anyway, shipping is free, and be sure to order by December 10th to get delivery before Christmas. Go to nukestop5.com to shop now. Or, you know, like whenever you feel like it. Maybe after the video.
After the video? Who
A
knows?
grave situation. A young woman named Britt lives on a large horse ranch in the mountains. She says that lately, things around the ranch have gotten a little strange. Well,
They
actually,
always do.
they've gotten a lot strange. It all starts one day when
It's like the horses or the animals know something's there.
Britt's dog Josie just completely freaks out.
So, I'm recording this just in the off chance that no one believes me. Maybe I can catch it in the way of a freaking cemetery. In my front yard, I was just inside. I'm by myself with my dog. She's opened up room upstairs. You can really hear her working. Josie.
Oh, the dog or the cat? I think the cat is up there, I think. Or the dog. Never mind, the dog's
She's
there.
just been staring at that, and then she started barking, and she growled. And when she growled, I kind of like booked it, but I don't really know. Like, that's usually like her stance while she's waiting for me to come home, and I'm just like, Is she waiting for someone to walk out of that closet? Like, I just don't really know
It's just there, staring. It won't even
what
move.
she's staring at. Because again, like, this is usually how she looks when she's waiting for me to come in, and I'm just like,
Oops.
like, what? What is it? What is it?
The dog starts ferociously barking at the upstairs bedroom closet for absolutely no reason. But little
There's gotta be
Josie's
a
strange
reason, though.
behavior doesn't stop there. As Britt mentioned, she has a private cemetery in front of her house where some of her family members and also several of their deceased pets are all buried together.
No wonder.
Recently, the dog Josie has just started staring at the small graveyard.
Josie. Josie, what's going on?
The horses on the ranch often just stare toward the small cemetery as well.
Well, that's not creepy. Seriously, what are you two looking at? What is it?
But now, weirdest
They
of
see the other
all,
animals that
Britt
died
says
before
that
them.
lately the neighbors' cows have started to wander over to her property, and they also just weirdly stand around the small graveyard.
See, this is what I'm talking about.
That is
They
crazy, though. They
literally
just stand around it.
Come and hang out here all the time now. It's a newer development. Like, why? They just kind of come and really breeze around this area. And they just kind of will freeze and won't move. So, yeah. What's up?
Britt is confused and a little creeped out by all of the animals' strange behavior. But things are about to take an even more terrifying turn. One night, Britt orders some food from Uber Eats. The driver is a bit disturbed by the gathered cows at the graveyard, but he completes his delivery. And then things just get weird.
They freak out. The delivery, the Uber driver, the delivery. I mean, the delivery guy. They spooked them out.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Oh my god.
No, he's good. He's like, oh.
They're actually not mine. They're not showing up. No. They come hang out around here every night.
I wouldn't even be freaked out of the cows if they were like right there.
What would you do if this happened?
I would have been like, "What the heck are they doing?"
Hi. Thank you. See, this is what I'm talking about. Every freaking night, like even at night, they even come and hang out here, and they just like
Every night they like to hang out.
they just like stand and like.
That's just what they do.
Are you for real right now?
What was that? Something just...
Something sets off the alarm inside Britt's house, and as she carefully walks back inside, some unseen force seems to actually grab and pull her shirt.
That's right, something pulled her
Strokes her
shirt.
foot in terror and runs back.
That's crazy.
out. Britt says that she was too afraid to return to the house. She spent the rest of the night in the family RV that was parked outside.
AI hasn't perfected the
I
can't
would
wait
have
to
been
see
like,
you
what
win
was that? What's going
smile.
on?
Would you like me to?
Off the wall. Now, this next clip is over 12 years old and was filmed with someone's phone pointed at a CCTV screen. So, obviously...
I don't even know if I remember this one from the previous past streams, but let's see. I'm only watching the 20 scariest videos of 2025. It's his newest one recently.
It's complete potato quality, but the clip was so strange that I just had to include it in the list. Now, this video was filmed in the Ciudadela Plaza in Guadalajara, Mexico.
Oh, in
Through
Mexico,
the years,
I see.
many workers and shoppers at the plaza claim to have experienced strange, unexplained events. Workers say that they often hear a child running and playing in the dead of night, and many shoppers claim to have seen a little boy who then vanished right before their eyes. So late one night, after closing, security guards at the plaza spot a lone little boy running through the back hallways, all alone. Some plaza workers are reviewing the footage, and they are shocked by what they see.
There's a little kid running, or supposedly some kid running. He just goes through the wall. What?
The little boy seems to disappear right through a closed and locked door in one of the hallways. Perhaps even right through the actual wall.
Yup.
A security guard is dispatched to go find the little boy, and things get even creepier.
That's what I like to see. And it's just there. The security guard comes from there, nobody's there. And there it is.
The security guard unlocks the door and goes in, but finds no one inside the locked room. But the plaza workers watch in disbelief as the little boy's head appears again right beside the guard. And he seems
Little
to
boy's
be
head,
peeking
he's
right
like,
out of the
"Can't
actual
find me."
wall above the man's head. So could this be the little boy ghost that plaza shoppers claim to see?
Of course
Let
it
me
is.
know what you think. Intruders. A young woman named Jeanette moves into a new apartment. But not long
Unpack with
after,
me, that
as she
sounds
is
like one of those
recording herself
videos.
practicing a new dance routine, something happens that is truly terrifying.
Remember? We're friends.
Remember, we're friends? Who was in there?
Please get out of my apartment. Please get out of my apartment.
Who the heck is that?
Luckily, Jeanette escapes unharmed. She calls the police and they check her apartment, but the intruder is no longer there.
He was
Jeanette
hiding
says
all
that
this
the man
time.
was never caught. But it gets even weirder, because after Jeanette uploaded the video of her frightening experience, observant viewers notice something very strange. As Jeanette is fleeing her apartment, something seems to open the door right in front of her, as if clearing her path so that she can get away.
Please get out of my apartment. Please get out of my apartment.
Oh, I seen that.
Jeanette says that she has no idea how this could have happened.
I don't know. I'm just as confused as you guys are. I have
Something
no
helped her out of there.
idea what happened. This door is not the easiest to open, and this is why I think it's like a divine thing, or like, I don't know, a ghost, or I don't.
She got saved.
Yeah.
For now.
It's not easy. So it's not like just like the wind pushed it or anything. I think someone actually, or something, I don't know.
So now let's cut ahead to a few days later. Jeanette and her friend are unboxing some of her belongings as she continues to move into her new apartment. But her friend sees something that gives her the chills.
What? There's someone in here. You saw a man in my bedroom?
Same dude. No, I don't know.
He was right there between the green table and the bed, against the wall like this.
No.
Jeanette's friend says that she saw a man just standing in the bedroom. But now, the man is gone.
He's
a
out of
few
there.
days later, and again Jeanette hears some strange noises from somewhere in her apartment. What happens next is pure nightmare fuel.
Oh my goodness. There he is again. He just wanted to sit on the bed.
Jeanette considers running out the front door, but instead she rushes into her nearby bedroom and grabs her pepper spray. But as she turns around, her blood runs cold as she sees something slowly make a deep imprint on her mattress, almost as if some spirit actually sits down on her bed.
Sits down
as she
like
runs
that.
out of the room in fear, she turns, and the imprint on the bed is gone. Jeanette says that she is now terrified of the weird things going on in her new apartment. She says that friends have been staying with her until she can decide just what to do. Witchboard. A woman is doing a solo investigation of a haunted house and is using a Ouija board to contact a spirit named Brenda.
Of course,
that she
here
believes
goes.
inhabits the home.
Here we go with those things.
But as she conducts her Ouija board session, she begins to suspect that she might be in contact with something much more sinister.
Am I dealing or am I speaking with the devil right now through this Ouija board? It is not Brenda. You've just said it's Brenda. It's not Brenda, is it? Oh my god.
It's time for her to get out of there.
I'm trying to take deep breaths. Who am I communicating? I'm losing my. Who am I communicating
She's
with?
losing her mind, that's right.
My nose is bleeding right now. Oh my god. The demon it's trying to say. I've not got no tissue, but my nose is bleeding right now.
When it starts to get that bad, you gotta get out of there.
Oh my god, right, that's it. I'm done. I'm off. I'm sorry, guys.
She hears a strange sound from the floor above her and her nose starts to bleed.
Uh-oh.
But still, she decides to continue her session. Suddenly, the Ouija board flies off the table and finally, she decides that she has had about enough.
Time to get out of there.
She just gets out of there. The White Lycanbathi. If you hike an hour into the remote countryside of Scotland, you can find the old 18th century White Lycanbathi.
That's crazy that it's still out there. If you hike out there, and people can stay in it.
mountain cabin that's free to use for travelers. The creepy old cabin has no electricity, no running water, and perhaps most disturbing of all,
no electricity and no running water. So, as long as you could do a fire there at night, I mean, you gotta bring your own water for sure. Does it have beds? Who knows?
There are no locks on any of the doors.
Oh, so there are no locks. See, that's...
Over the years, hundreds of travelers have visited the White Lagoon Bothy, and many of these visitors claim to have had strange, unexplained experiences while staying there. A few outdoor and travel YouTube channels have visited the White Lagoon Bothy as well, and most have experienced at least something a little weird while staying there.
I'm really quite scared of it staying here, to be honest. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure it really will be fine.
Again, let me stress that all of the following videos were recorded by travel and outdoor channels. None of these people are ghost hunters, and in fact, every one of these YouTubers say they don't even believe in ghosts
until they go there.
At all.
I heard something move outside.
But they also can't explain what they experienced at the White Lagoon Bothy.
Today, I'm going to be staying in a bothy in Scotland.
I remember watching
for the
her
first
video.
Ever time.
First up, seasoned solo traveler Ruth Asling spent a night in the old Scottish cabin.
I remember watching that one.
She found it a bit unnerving.
So, I don't know why I'm feeling a little bit anxious, because
she's gotta start a fire there.
In campervan so many times in different countries. I feel like here is just so remote, and to get away you have to hike over 1 hour to get back to the campervan. So maybe that's why. And also there's no locks. So on my campervan I always lock the doors. Maybe that's also why. I don't know. Oh God. I'm hearing some strange noises. I don't know if it's maybe a mouse or it's the chimney. It feels really weird without curtains because I feel like someone could be standing outside and looking in the window. I don't know, I feel really scared. I don't know why.
I do remember watching one of her videos, and one of her videos is that one. I think I didn't even watch it all the way, I'm not sure.
I just feel really nervous.
Ruth stays the full night at the cabin, but she doesn't exactly get a restful sleep.
Last night I was a bit scared. There were some strange noises and I had some earplugs with me, so I put them in to block out the strange noises. God, I'm still hearing weird noises.
Throughout the night, while completely alone, Ruth keeps hearing bizarre noises that creep her out. And oddly, she decides to just ignore the strange sounds and put in earplugs. Which kinda seems like a bad idea when you're staying all alone in a cabin in the middle of nowhere and there are no locks on the doors. But to each their own.
Bye-bye, Buffy.
Next up, a camper that goes by the name Happy Hippie, who says that he does not believe in ghosts or the paranormal, has a similar creepy experience.
Oh, this guy right here.
Set up my bed for the night. Gonna get the fire on when it gets darker.
I could already tell he's gonna get spooked, even though he doesn't believe in stuff like that.
This will probably be me for most of the night now. I just get my music on, enjoy this beautiful fire, then get back outside tomorrow in my hammock. I got one of them water filter straws, and it comes with 2 little bags as well, so you can attach the straw to that. But I've not got to use. Maybe this is the guests.
There goes the noise.
There's no one there. I don't know if that's just some people with me or something. I don't know if that's something they do. But I don't think it would be that family. If it was just a dad and his daughter and son. Oh well, we'll see. It was just knocking on the door again, and then I went out, but there was no one there. So I don't know what's going on. But
he's getting spooked. That's what's going on.
Or anything? I've never had weird shit.
He's getting into it.
Just wanted a nice little Bobby night. If you've watched all my videos before, you know I don't do podcasts.
thought there were no locks. See, there's nobody there. It's all windy. Mad windy and with no locks out there.
This is gonna be a fun night.
It's crazy.
And they're walking around in the other room, and then they go in there, and it just stops.
There it is again.
Maybe I just put my music on really loud and forget about it. Cameraman never dies, right?
The happy hippie spends the night in the cabin, but the next day he still can't explain just what happened.
Good morning.
Of course you can.
I had a bit of an experience last night. I couldn't really explain what was happening next door with the noises.
Of course he's not gonna explain what happened.
I'm not really a believer in ghosts myself. It was a bit creepy, but I'm more of an alien guy. But if you are into ghosts and all that paranormal stuff, these are not the videos for you, because this is not what I do. This is not what I'm about. I'm just a happy hippie, hiking, living in nature, loving the world. I never have anything like this happen to me, so...
So now this next video is by far the creepiest footage ever recorded in the White Lagoon Bothy.
We're at a place called White Lagoon Bothy.
It was shot by Ben and Martin from the YouTube channels Adventure Outdoor.
That area probably gets a lot of attraction to it too. That's what I'm guessing. Alright, let's continue.
And what's not to hike.
So we're in the Bothy. There's nobody else here.
The two men travel to the White Lagoon Bothy together, and they experience something that is truly terrifying.
Found the Bothy book. You put my glasses on now to find a bat. So this is popular, quite a popular Bothy by the looks of it. Someone actually stayed last night. It was nice and tidy when we came in. So plaudits to whoever stayed here last night. Well done. Absolutely spotless. Whoa. Hold on a minute. Whoa.
Definitely saw the door open in front of their face there.
I'm out of here. No.
It's getting late when a door suddenly slams shut all on its own.
That was totally weird. The door just started to move on its own. And then it just pretty much slammed shut. I mean, Marty's
That's when you know.
I don't really want to come back in.
He's in bits. That was just the weirdest thing, wasn't it?
Now the two friends are both skeptics, but they are still a little unnerved by what just happened.
But that was terrifying, and I don't even swear. I'm swearing, but I don't. But that was genuinely terrifying. I shot myself when it slammed. I just wanted out of here. There's something really, because I say it doesn't feel creepy. It doesn't feel like you're in the presence or anything. As I say, we don't really believe that stuff. There might be, stuff we can't explain, whatever. But we just don't believe in the whole ghosty, spooks in the night kind of thing. Just don't. But that was genuinely terrifying, and I'm going to keep that door. I'm keeping it closed.
Little do they know that things are about to get even weirder.
Well, folks,
For sure they are.
Probably about 10 minutes after our ordeal with the spooky door closing over there, and we're trying to rationalise it. I mean, I don't particularly believe in ghosts, and if there's more, so we're kind of thinking that it might have been just like the backdraft of the wind. I mean, there's a storm going on outside, so
yeah. But I still don't believe it was the wind, but it's the only when the wind's blowing that strong outside, and there's no, it's the only rational explanation, even though.
There it is again.
Yeah, I'm not even looking at that. No, I'm not looking at it. It's moving, right? I don't know. I don't know where to go. I don't know where to go.
This can't be right.
I'm not. It's black in here as well. I can't see a thing.
So there's a chair over there.
He's almost losing his mind there.
Stopped. It just started to move, which is.
No way. I'm not even.
See, he's not even daring to go in there.
That is moving. It is moving. That chair is moving.
Just leave it.
Oh, Christ. Oh, well, I'm gonna drink some more wine, I think. Christ.
No, that's poltergeist shit, Paul. That is my. That's
That does look
poltergeist
crazy
stuff.
with
It's
that
not-
camera.
That's not ghosty. That's like evil spirit stuff.
Chair sitting in the corner of the room inexplicably
just
starts
moves.
to slide across the floor on its own. And these two diehard skeptics suddenly begin to wonder if they might be dealing with some sort of paranormal entity.
Oh, of
But
course they are.
now a little nervous, they finish out their night's stay in the other room and head out the next day. Now, I want to point out again that the White Lagan Bothy has never been investigated by any ghost hunting team or ghost hunting YouTube
They
channel.
should.
All of the footage shown here today was captured by outdoor explorers and campers that have never posted any video related to the paranormal before these clips. So is the White Lagan Bothy haunted? And would you dare to spend a night there?
I'm sure it is.
Let me know. A guide to the other side. A young woman named Diana posted a very disturbing video to Instagram. In the video, Diana and her brother are watching as the police arrive at a trailer at the edge of their property. The police are showing up for a wellness check after the sad, lonely man who rents the trailer has not been seen for weeks.
Oh, he's dead.
It turns out that the man had unfortunately passed away inside the trailer.
Wow.
This is the footage.
Right there, right there.
That's sad. He passed away by himself.
Wait, they're going up to Tom's place. So wait, you said the light wasn't off?
Yeah, exactly. And I knew that something was going on.
That little girl right there.
Oh, that's a lot of cops.
What was that?
What the hell? Oh my god, they're calling.
They're coming in.
Are they calling something in? They're going back over. What was Tom doing?
Is it like an app you can check or something to figure out?
Jesus. Abby's okay.
You can see somebody standing there.
Did you see it? The small shadow of a child can be seen lurking
Yeah, it's like right
outside
there.
the trailer, seemingly lost and abandoned. But the police don't even notice, walking right by as if they can't even see the child. And then, suddenly, the small child shadow just disappears. Watch again.
Yeah, you can see it. It's like a little girl or a little kid. Shiny, he has to go to bed right now. It's too late for him.
The figure disappears into thin air right in front of the police. But
Wow.
they
See,
don't
Shiny
seem
needs to
see
look out for those police
anyone.
right there. They're looking for him.
Viewers
That's
of
how
the
they're
video
gonna
pointed
go
out
get
that
him.
there was another
Look at the window
odd
on the right
apparition
side.
in this video. Something that looks like the shadowy figure of a man standing in the trailer window.
What the heck?
So a few days later, Diana and her father go to check out the trailer, and things get really weird.
Oh my goodness.
I don't go to moderate heat right now.
Oh my god.
Oh, they got scared there.
What was that?
A crow, did it die? There was a dead crow in there.
Oh, jeez.
Oh no. Whoever was in there. Yep, he was very by himself. Look at all that alcohol that was there. All those Vodkas, yeah, this person was very lonely. You could tell, because usually when people are alone, they start drinking that.
Whoa. Wait a minute, wait a minute. Wait, did this guy have a kid? What is this?
Yeah, this kid died too.
Yeah, his kid died? Wait, what? A long time ago? That's even more sad.
Time ago.
So first, Diana is terrified when a dead crow falls out of one of the cabinets, which seems odd as the man has only been deceased and out of the trailer for a few days. So how did the bird get there? But next, Diana sees a child's paintings on the refrigerator. Her dad tells her that the man had a horrible tragedy where his young daughter passed away many years ago at a very young age. But the man kept her drawings and mourned her for the rest of his life, descending into sorrow and alcoholism.
Of course.
So, is this childlike shadow figure the man's daughter coming back to meet him as he passes to the other side?
Probably.
What do you think?
Dude, with
Hunter?
the crazy stories right here, yeah, I'm watching the, I guess, 20 scariest videos of 2025. That's what I'm watching right now. I'm on number 8. I mean, I went from 20 to number 8, so
hunted.
8 more.
Nick and Ted from the YouTube channel The Hunting Public are out bow hunting on public lands in the remote wilderness
What
of
membership?
Missouri. Suddenly they hear
I don't
something
have a
that
membership
sends
here.
chills down their spines. Now, let me say before I show you these clips,
This
in
is
accordance with
not the
YouTube
main channel.
guidelines,
This
no
is
one is shown being hurt in
the
the
story
following
channel
video.
doesn't have
There is
membership
absolutely
here.
no evidence that any crime was committed in this
At least
video
not yet.
or that
Maybe
anyone was
they'll
injured
get
in
that
any
maybe
way.
someone else.
Alright, so while Nick and Ted are
You
hunting,
lost
they
it,
hear
didn't
a
I?
gunshot.
What do you
followed
mean?
by some
On this one?
insane screaming. They immediately grab their camera and start
No,
recording.
I don't have membership on this channel. What the heck is that? Yeah, I don't have membership on here. Somebody's getting shot.
Now, Nick and Ted are in such a remote area of the Missouri woods that they have no cell service to call the authorities. So, all they can do is listen.
There's no service out there. Dang, somebody got shot. If I may not renew my membership with main channel by the 16th. You're forced to? No, you're not forced to do that.
I keep getting chills all down my back. Yeah. Somebody is screaming at the absolute top of their lungs over there. Very not good obscenities to someone else. I've never witnessed anybody screaming like that.
I can't hear that screaming now. Oh my goodness. Wow. Keep shooting the body after it's shot already? After it's dead?
Something not good's going on.
And these guys are just... And these guys are just hunters out there. Isn't this a jungle that Diaz lives near? No, this is... I don't know where this is at. If I live in an area like this, I would probably be doing a lot more videos out there, but I don't live in an area like that. What kind of yelling is that?
Again, Nick tries to call someone to report the incident, but they still can't find a spot in the woods with cell service.
We ain't got any police service in here, so
You're near the mountain area? You're near like trees like that?
can't call the police and tell them to go over there and see what the heck's going on, but sound like something off a dang horror movie over there.
A horror movie? Huh?
At this point, Nick and Ted are totally freaked out. They just head back to their truck so that they can get out of there and call the police.
I've heard some stuff that I feel needs to be reported to the police department. Okay. I was hunting, me and a buddy were hunting, and at about 6:45, we heard gunshots, which is not uncommon, but then for 30 minutes straight or so, there was lots of screaming and just people, obscenities, and it sounded like something really bad was going on over there, and there was 20 or more gunshots ended up happening. I have pins dropped on a map about how far we were from where we think this was occurring. We didn't know what to do, and we had no service, so we're trying to report and see if anything had been reported about there.
Days later, Nick and Ted provide an update on what happened after their terrifying encounter in the woods.
So after...
No, these are hunters. These are no police. This is the hunters out there. Doing their thing. And then they get surprised by that.
That hunt, you can see we alerted proper authorities, and the days following that event, I had some contact with the state game warden, and they told me that they found nothing on this situation, and they went in there, and there was nothing to be found.
Even though Nick and Ted reported the disturbing incident and even provided GPS coordinates to local authorities, nothing was found at the site. There's absolutely no evidence that any kind of horrible event ever took place there.
You know, it freaked us out, and, you know, we really got unsettled by it, and we weren't scared that, you know, someone wasn't coming after us, but we had heard something that it could have been, your mind goes to think about what could that be, and,
that's
you know,
what the guy told me?
I
What guy told you that?
Worst case scenario.
Shiny's losing his mind over
Just
here.
hear someone
Making up
having
some
a random
stories in
temper
his head
tantrum
right now.
or a breakdown? Was it just someone freaking out and maybe just shooting guns at a tree stump?
That's crazy. Somebody was probably shooting somebody out there. Look at all those shots.
Or was it something much more disturbing? You decide. For the full-length version of this video, be sure to check out the channel, The Hunting Public. Sensing something bad. A guy named Nick takes care of his...
The Hunting Public? I might check out that real video later on. Let me see. No, I don't know who that dentist is.
The elderly grandmother who has dementia. One night while his grandmother is having an episode, weird things start to happen around their house.
What was that again? Hold on. Oh, when the dog's growling, you already know something's there. That thing's moving by itself, what the heck?
Nick's grandmother's dog starts to growl toward the kitchen for no reason. Then the rolling Roomba seems to randomly start and stop, as if it's sensing something right in front of it. But there's nothing there. And finally, something falls from the top of the fridge. Now, as for the randomly stopping Roomba, Nick later shows that the little Roomba is functioning normally, and usually only does this when it is about to collide with something, like a person standing in front of it.
Can you try to step in front of that? So it just does that. Move away. So that comment says that the Roomba doesn't do that unless someone's in front of it.
And so in the video, we also see something fall. Well, Nick also explains this, and it's a little creepy.
One of my grandma's
Because I haven't brushed for 3
angels
months.
fell off the fridge
Oh, you
last
didn't
night.
even brush your teeth
My
for 3
grandma
months.
loves to collect little
You have to brush your
figurines.
teeth every night.
You see how far back they are. Genuinely. I mean, the significance of an angel falling and not legitimately anything else she has.
Nick says that now both of his grandmother's dogs have become absolutely petrified of the kitchen. He says that both dogs sit and stare at the kitchen every night and often just refuse to enter that room.
They don't like
I
that
was
room.
watching my show, and there's nothing there.
But then things get even creepier.
That happy face?
Because one night, the Roomba at Nick's grandmother's house again just starts to act very
She's just staring at
strange.
something there.
Whoa.
Guess who's coming to support you right now? Shiny's other accounts.
Whoa.
Wait, what is that? Never mind, I thought I saw something else. He got scared of that? Don't tell me he did. Never mind, he did not. Obama hardly comes on this channel here. Once in a while. This is not his thing.
Yo.
The smiley face, it wants you to smile, that's why it's going to him.
Oh, that's cool.
It wants to say hi.
Our intel chain is compromised.
The commercial here of a movie
How long
trailer.
have you willing?
It's still following him though. There it is.
Jesus.
It flips over.
Now, the Roomba following Nick around and crashing down the stairs is odd enough. Because, well, they're just not supposed to do that. But the Roomba flipping over on its own has absolutely no
No, I don't
explanation.
I don't plan on doing the Mario Kart world.
Nick says that his grandmother found the Roomba in the living room and placed it back in the kitchen. He says that since this, the Roomba has just not moved again.
I don't need to buy the
despite
Switch 2
having
right
full
now.
charge.
I don't feel like I do.
But he does say that his grandma's 2 dogs are still scared of the device and often just stare at it. Night call.
Oh, the
Late
night
one
calls.
night in Pueblo, Colorado, an emergency call comes into the 911 dispatch center. But whoever made the call hangs up almost immediately. The 911
No, it's just that
operators
there's
trace
not
the
that
call,
much
implying that it came
good
from
stuff on it
Imperial
right now.
Memorial Gardens. Well, the weird thing is, Imperial Memorial Gardens is a funeral home surrounded by an 80-year-old cemetery.
A funeral home where the cemetery is at? Of course you're gonna get some activity going on.
And it's 3:30 in the morning, so no one should be there. Now, as standard procedure, the 911 emergency operators call the funeral home back to make sure everything is okay. And someone answers the phone. This is what the 911 operators hear.
And for your Mario Maker would be a lot faster. Mario Maker would be the same speed. I don't think the Switch 2 would be a lot faster. There's no difference.
Hello?
There's nobody there. How is she getting a call from the place that is closed?
Hello?
Am I closing my eyes? No, there's no way I would be closing my eyes.
There's a lot of static and
What's
a quiet
up, Andrew? I did see Andrew.
to say something a few times, but then the call just goes.
That's crazy. Those response callers or whatever, they got a call from the funeral home late at night, even though nobody's supposed to be there. No, Mario Maker better with the Switch 2. You need to buy it in order to have better streams. No, that's false. The stream would be the same even if I were to buy that. Andrew, you're back? I'm glad you're back. Alright, let's go.
Silent. Again, as part of standard procedure, the emergency operators send the police to check out
good
the
with
old
the Switch
funeral
1 right
home.
now.
But when the officers arrive, they find the funeral home locked up and all the lights are off. No one's there. Now, I tried to clean up the
Turn the
call
lights
audio
off? I
as
do
much
have
as
them off,
possible,
as a matter of
but
fact.
there's just not much there.
I should have just put on my webcam. I mean, help him? What the heck?
Hello?
That's crazy. Somebody in there.
So, just who made this call? And what do you think they might be saying?
No, I haven't
a
checked
short
it.
stay. A guy named Brendan has a YouTube channel where he camps in his van in some strange and sometimes very dangerous locations across the UK.
As long as his vehicle, you know, is big enough, he could camp around. I thought you normally do it for this channel. No, I only do it once. I only did it once.
In this video, Brendan decided to camp overnight in the coastal village of Jaywick
I didn't
in
buy a
Essex,
webcam.
England. Now,
You can
amongst
actually
other
use your
things,
phone as a
Jaywick is known
webcam
as one
if
of
it's,
Britain's
you know,
poorest towns
updated
and
enough.
has a very
But if you
high
have
crime rate. In other words, it's not really the best
your
place to
phone,
be camping
you can
overnight
actually use
in
a phone as a
van.
webcam.
But that
I did
doesn't
try it out
stop
once.
Brendan.
A little town in England called Jaywick, coined as one of the most deprived towns in the UK. And I thought, as soon as I'm in the area, I just had to go and see it.
Brendan searches around and eventually finds a place to set up camp that is just outside
Shiny,
of
he's gonna
town.
be restrained
and
for
kind of
the
in
whole year of
middle
2026,
nowhere.
guys.
This'll do me. I'm alone, but I mean, there's no other houses around me, so.
That place one day,
As long as
I've
if I'm alone in a
explored a
housing
few
estate.
places.
Brendan
before.
sets up his bed in the van and lies down for a night's sleep. But around 2:30 in the morning,
I am gonna
things
be
take a terrifying turn.
But I do have them in the main channel though. I am gonna be adding the playlist like where people could see, and the exploring ones are gonna be there. So whoever wants to watch them, whenever they go to like my home page on the main channel over there, you will see it down there when you scroll down. It'll be like places I have explored. I think I'm gonna call it like that so people can watch the older videos, because I don't think any of you guys have seen those before.
I think someone's outside the van. That's
3K subs with this channel? No, I don't. I only have like 2 something. Someone's pulling on the door handle. They're trying to get in. Oh, they probably broke something. That sounded like a window breaking.
Right,
That
whoever
did
the
sound
that
like.
was has now gone. I'm gonna get out of here.
Did they break something?
Oh my god.
Yeah, see, I knew it. They did break something. They did break something there.
Someone with a flashlight skulks around outside Brendan's van, trying
somebody-
the door handles before
I'm guessing they wanted to break in that van and just take it while he was sleeping in there.
smashing the window to get inside. Luckily, Brendan yells and sends the intruder running. He then hops in the driver's seat and just gets out of there. Brendan makes it out safe, but obviously is very shaken up by the whole ordeal. He
should
decides
be.
to not only leave the town of Jaywick, but to drive all night, 3.5 hours, all the way back to his home.
I just
3 hours? That's
quite
a long
frankly,
ways.
just wanted to go home. I was really.
That's a long way
yeah.
back.
I wasn't in a good mind space. After cleaning a little bit of broken glass from my driver's seat and the dashboard, you'd be surprised how far glass goes when it smashes. I've been finding little bits everywhere, but the van was in no fit state to continue camping in, and nor was my headspace, should we say. So I made the long journey back home. I think it was a good 3.5 hour drive back to my house in Shrewsbury. Got there just before sunrise. Not a pleasant drive, to say the least.
Despite this frightening encounter, Brendan still goes camping in his van and posts his adventures over on his YouTube channel, Brendan Explores. Next stop, nowhere. 3 friends are on a summer trip to Spain, staying in a
that's
large high-rise hotel.
Shiny's other
One
one.
night they hop on the elevator to head down to the lobby, but that's when things start to go very wrong.
Yo, so this elevator is acting mad weird.
No, that's crazy. I know, I know, right? That is crazy. Like I said, I am going to be streaming this twice a week. I think Wednesdays and maybe Saturdays or Fridays. Who knows? I'll see.
A few floors up. And
Oh. Is that an elevator? It is. Oh, it's Mr. Mullins?
Fast
Cat?
forward
I
to
know,
45
Rick.
minutes later, and the guys are still stuck in the elevator as the lights flicker and the temperature begins to rise from the summer heat.
Alright, so the
Rick already
power's
knows
out.
who
the backup. Yeah, there you go. The
Anthony
backup
Mullins
generator's
is.
been coming on and off. We've been having the time of our lives, and yeah, we're like cooking alive.
Now, luckily, the hotel does have a backup generator, but unluckily, the generator seems to be malfunctioning. And here is where things start to get a bit weird. Because for some unknown reason, the elevator takes them to the hotel's 16th floor, which is currently abandoned and under construction.
Abandoned, huh? That's
no,
crazy.
no, look, it worked. It worked. It worked. It worked. What?
It keeps taking them there.
So it's been doing this for a minute, and there's nothing out there. Hey, no, that did something. That did something. What is going on?
Shani's always talking about courts he has to go to. It's like if he committed a crime or something, or a murder or something like that.
The doors shut again, trapping them inside. But a little bit later, and finally there's a silver lining, as the elevator power seems to come back on.
We're moving.
They have no clothes on. Wait, what? Why don't they have their shirts off?
Wait. This is the shot. No. No. That's the same one as before. No. All right.
The power comes back
Look at
on
them,
and the
they're
elevator
just
starts to
resting right
move.
there.
But inexplicably, it somehow just ends up back on the creepy abandoned 16th floor. At this point, the
I only
friends
go
debate
outside
just
like that
stepping
when
out
I'm
and trying
swimming
to find
in
the
the river.
stairs. But with the floor completely blacked out and under construction, they decide it's safer to just stay put.
Daniel,
And
what's
now,
up?
over an hour has passed,
'Cause
and
the
the guys are
temperature's
starting to
hotter.
get a bit stir-crazy in the
Honey,
hot,
buddy.
cramped elevator.
Rick over here. Rick is insane.
Oh. Oh, he's cooking song. Yeah. Yeah. I gotta pee. Oh, you gotta pee. It's making my bladder.
I ever stream like that? No.
I gotta pee. Oh, yeah. I'm holding my bladder. Yeah. I gotta pee. I don't know what else is going on.
These guys are losing their minds right now.
It's making me mad. Guys, this is probably the worst thing anyone did.
Now, shortly after this clip, power was fully restored and the guys finally made it down to the hotel lobby. They upload videos of their harrowing adventure on the elevator, but their viewers spot something truly chilling. Again, did you see it? As the guys are goofing around while stuck on the creepy 16th floor, something black seems to appear behind them and rise up from the floor. So just why did the elevator keep dragging them back to that closed-off 16th floor? And why was it shut down in the first place? But most importantly, what is this? Let me know what you think.
Oh, you guys saw that shadow coming up? That's
Andrew's
crazy.
Church.
You guys saw the shadow just coming up in the corner. That was insane. Well, he's got a feet because they need to go to the bathroom and they were stuck in the elevator. That's why. They ain't scared they having the time of their lives? No.
Stealth camper Chris from the YouTube channel Blot Outdoor Show sets out with his friend Mick on an overnight adventure to the abandoned St. Andrew's Church in
Rick is supposed to be
Consett,
asleep
England.
right now.
The church was built in 1769, and it's been abandoned for nearly 50 years.
We're going to do a stealth camp right next to this old, spooky, abandoned church. It's been abandoned since like the 1970s.
Now, it should be mentioned that Chris is
Oh, there he
not
is,
a
drinking
ghost
beer.
hunter, nor has he ever uploaded any videos related to the paranormal. In fact, he says he's
Your heart was pounding right now, was it? Was it pounding because of that one shadow that was like in the corner just rising up? Or is it pounding because of this one right here?
skeptic and doesn't really get spooked by that sort of thing.
I mean, I'm very skeptical of that kind of stuff, so I'm not going to try and condingo or use mandingos, if you know what I'm talking about.
Now, to make this even creepier, the church is surrounded by an old graveyard. So Chris and Mick set up their tent amongst the graves and, relax. Soon it gets dark, and then the two guys decide to take a peek inside the old church.
There we go, folks.
Let's see what's going
Yeah.
on. Yes, sir,
Well,
bro. Dang.
Like I say,
Andrew might have
I'm not
nightmares. He might not
scared.
sleep tonight.
I'm not one of these people that
No, I'm chilling.
get
got
to
my
shoot up the
snacks.
spine and things like this. To me, it's not spooky, but we'll still have a look around.
No, I don't do that in real life. Heck no. I mean, I've been
Like I say, guys,
two
it's been
places
abandoned since
before.
the
Yeah.
1970s.
You bet the door's going to
Obviously,
slam on
they
them?
must
Let's
leave
see.
the door open now and again.
You were right. Something did slam.
I'm out of here. Sorry, guys. What the was that? Oh, I think Mick's filled these pants. I get skin in my dinners only be done these. I think Mick's got a lug of a jugger in his only padandies. You know what I mean?
Nice big hole.
That's the fastest I've ever seen you run.
The two friends hear a loud bang that spooks them enough that they need a refreshing cold beverage.
They
in the
do. They need a
graveyard.
drink.
But after a bit of cold beverages, Chris is able to convince his friend Mick to go back inside the old creepy church once more. It did not go well.
He's not happy about it, but I've convinced Mick to have one more
Told
look
you, Andrew was right.
inside this so-called haunted church. Go on then, Schmick.
He was super right.
Well then. Oh well, I'll go on first.
Handcuffed? No, there's no
You
way.
follow me. I think the first time we came in, I think we just let our imaginations run away
Bet a
with us.
shadow will appear.
Which
Let's
is
find
easy.
out.
when you're in the pitch black and you're having a few. Just leave that door open, Mick. I mean, I can see why people come here, Mick, and do the old spooky, ghostly tours and look for the paranormal readings and stuff
Arrest
like
me
that.
on stream? They can't. They don't know where I'm at.
It's not my kind of thing. My kind of thing is sitting in a tent and getting mangled, spangled.
Oh, The Nun?
Totally
Yeah,
grim
I've seen
crap.
that. The Nun movies. Crazy. I mean, they're good, but
Whatever
crazy.
your hobby is. Let's have a look over here, Schmick.
Shani has to go to bed before, you know, the cops come and wake him up. What was that? Was that a shadow there? Let's see if it shows it again.
Oh, here we go. We've got a photograph
I'll
of young
and
Chris here.
start praying. Of course, Rick
Oh,
would say
sorry,
that.
guys. It's not young Chris. Apologies. It's Jesus Christ. Howard and Son. Yeah, Milky Buttons. What?
There it is again.
What the What?
Get out of there.
Mix away.
Yeah, suppose.
Ooh, shut that door.
So check this out right here. Let me pause this for a little bit. Supposedly, like in churches, right? None of that sort of stuff is supposed to happen. You're not supposed to be hearing, you know, voices, hearing noises at a church and stuff like that. But many people say that churches, you do hear some nonsense, even though you're not supposed to hear any evil stuff in there, ghosts or anything like that. But I guess you do hear some stuff out there, especially at the nighttime. I don't know. I've always wondered that. I'm like, isn't church not supposed to be happening those things in there? But I guess it's the other way around.
Right. Guys, oh. I'm not.
Yeah, that's what I'm
not
saying.
one of
I
these
mean,
ones that get scared like that, but that's
I thought
twice the
churches,
thing in there.
things like that were not supposed to
And
happen
twice
in there.
the I think Nick's. I think Nick's dropped his guts. I think he's filled his pants. It's alright, Nick. I've got some baby wipes in my bag. That was
Amen, a
fucking dodgy,
1,000
that, Nick.
times.
Another loud bang echoes through the church, and the two campers have had about enough.
Yep,
They
those
spend
guys
the
are out of
night
there.
outside
Like,
in their tent and don't go back into the church for the rest of
and
the
the other
night.
guy's laughing. I know, Rick. He's like laughing while getting out of it at the same time.
Did you see it?
I guess he.
Chris and Mick are completely unaware of the dark, shadow-like figure.
There it is,
peering
right
out at
there.
them
You guys
from
saw it?
behind a doorway.
Andrew
That
was
is
right.
until
Look at the
their
shadow
loyal
right
viewers
there.
pointed out to them in the video comment section. Now again, Chris and Mick are not ghost hunters, nor are they interested in ever making videos about the paranormal.
I know.
So
See,
just
Andrew was
who
right.
Or what is this?
Yep,
You
it
can
looked
watch
like a
this
girl or
entire
something.
stealth camping adventure over on the YouTube channel Blot Outdoors Show.
Hiya! Hiya! Hi, Mandigos! Y'all
Those guys
right?
are-
Yeah!
Cop Out. Brothers Jake and Noah Bruce are investigating the old abandoned Liberty High School in the small town
Oh,
of
high
Ohio
school.
City,
Ohio City.
The giant 4-story school.
Shoutouts to Ohio, whoever's from out there. I actually know a few people that are from out there. Maybe I should tell them to go check that out.
Was built in 1914 and is said to be haunted by multiple ghosts. Visitors claim to have seen several spirits, including the misty apparition of a young girl, a woman in white who roams the school hallways, and
The woman in white is probably a teacher, maybe. An old school teacher, I guess.
even the sinister, angry spirit of
Schools,
a man.
man,
who took
schools
his
are
own
like the best
life
ones, like
right
in
behind
Japan.
the
Abandoned
school.
schools in Japan
So Jake
are
and Noah
crazy.
find bits of paranormal evidence here and there, strange noises and weird voices on their spirit box.
Dude.
La Llorona. Oh my goodness, that movie was the best.
That was boom, 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 boom. That was blank. That was
The Grudge. I remember The Grudge. That movement, though.
Because we are going
That
to...
movement, that's what I like to hear.
What was that?
What the actual was that?
They don't find much evidence of paranormal activity. But later, as the two brothers split up and Jake goes to do an EVP session in the school's basement, something happens that is absolutely terrifying. But it's not what Jake expects. Not at all.
Yeah, Rick, the story origin, yeah.
Jake!
Where do you go?
Oh my god, Jake! Was that inside? Yeah. Shh. Get down here now. Now get down here, dude. No, you come with me, bro. That was on my level. Call the cops on my phone now. Call the cops. Call the cops.
They're running out of there.
Call the fucking cops. Just get down. Turn the lights off.
As Jake is doing his investigation, real gunshots ring out from somewhere in or
Oh,
around
gunshots,
the
what the
abandoned
heck?
School.
That was gunshots. That was gunshots.
They actually heard gunshots out there?
Turn the light off.
Wow.
I'm at the old Liberty High School. There's shots fired. Please come here quick.
Are you guys in a safe spot right now, fighting?
Kind of, but not really. No, we just heard the gunshots.
He has a
outside.
GoPro 10, I see that. Even though I have a 7. Older version, but still good.
Okay, where does it sound like the shots came from?
Outside by the on the north side.
Eventually, the local sheriff's department arrives on the scene to investigate.
Put your hands up. Pull a stick. Thank you all. Yep.
Well, the cops right there, they're looking for Powerhouse right now.
No, we have nothing.
Are you the callers?
Yes, yeah, we are.
So what happened?
Well, we're in
Back here.
We're in here filming a ghost video of all things, and I was kind of standing down here in the cellar, and it sounded like it had to have been like in this parking lot, just like 7 shots. So I ran up to him where he was up in the gymnasium, and we just heard like rattling on the door, and that's when we were like, yeah, we should probably call.
But now, this is when things get really weird. So Jake and Noah are outside.
They thought they heard
but
gunshots,
their
7
static
of them?
cameras are still in the school and are still filming as the policemen head inside.
Oh man, probably the cops are gonna even get spooked in there too. They might.
Officers don't find any armed gunmen, but they do find, something.
Sheriff's Office, security room, make yourself known.
Oh man, I knew it. The cops are getting spooked right now. The cops were getting spooked. Even they got into it. It was their turn to get scared in there. They're getting spooked over there. I wonder if their camera got it.
I heard something, and then I literally saw something. I saw
Oh, they're out of there. had chills down your spine. What? Yeah, the cops, they were looking for something else, but they did find something else.
There's nobody in there, but there's something in there.
Are you serious? For real?
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean? What?
Let me just.
For real?
So right there on the second floor,
Yes.
we were looking this way. I heard pitter patter, like
Pow pow gunshots? No, they didn't hear that. They saw something though.
like that along the, what would that be? The east wall. Yeah. And then he hears it at the end of the hallway.
He saw
and as I'm
something.
taking my light down, I see something go like dart across.
Are you guys dead ass?
Swear.
You have
And then
body
we were
cam?
like, no. But we were talking about you guys. We were like, let's just black out for a second. So we went completely black in there, and all of a sudden we heard movement behind us, and we just ran.
For real?
Because there's nobody in there.
Okay. Dude.
I've never seen anything like that before. That's actually scared me. Good luck.
Pitter patter? Wait, who's
Damn.
that?
All right, well. Great.
So if you guys need anything else or hear anything else,
Yeah.
preferably if it's a human being, let us know.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we appreciate you guys checking.
Man,
Thank you
Powerhouse
guys so
got
much.
spooked. He's out of here.
While Jake and Noah didn't seem
I
to
knew
find
it right
any
there.
ghosts in the old abandoned Liberty High School, apparently the Ohio City Sheriff's Department did see something.
There's nobody in there, but there's something in there.
Something that they just can't explain.
Dude, what the is happening? The cops saw a ghost. Yeah, I don't know. Guys, we're gonna get out of here
Oh, there
as
he
fast
is.
as we f***ing can. When in the history of paranormal have you seen cops on camera run out of a damn building and say good luck and leave? Yeah.
Wait, does he have the GoPro 10? I think he does. Peter Patter is Spider-Man? Oh, that's right. Put something scarier? This is about to end here.
The Last Passenger. Japanese explorer K from
The Last Passenger? Oh, it's gotta be it's gotta be in Japan. Those are the best ones. Man, I don't, Firehouse, nothing scares me. Man, I don't know about that. But when the cops come after Powerhouse, he's out of there.
YouTube's Chicken Ball channel
I'll put
travels to the
myself
old
up. Nah, I don't know
Korean
about
village
that.
of Yubari, hidden away in the remote countryside of Japan. Back in 1985, a disastrous
I would
gas
be opening
explosion in the
myself
local
up if
mine
I was playing that
tragically
board
claimed
game.
the lives of 62 people. Today, the village is nearly deserted. To preserve the city's history, the local government built a museum and preserved.
And there's something about mirrors, too. I don't know if it's true or not. I always thought the mirrors, they always have like, they're like a gateway or something. It's like a portal.
The old railway station, along with passenger
Yeah,
trains,
that's just me, though.
wedge plows, and coal cars. The old train is said to be extremely haunted by victims of the tragic coal mine explosion. Now it's already getting late when Explorer K arrives at the old preserved train station. His goal is to investigate whether any spirits of the deceased are left wandering the trains.
I feel like a shadow that's 6 feet. 6 feet, that's pretty tall.
でこれ駅ですね当時のこれが駅でホームだったんですねあ開いてる
Rick has like 5 accounts.
本当に開いてますね
This train, it looks like a train from like Resident Evil 0, a game that I like playing, or one of my favorite ones. It kind of looks like that train from the inside.
車両となってますがこれ扉閉めますね
Why would he do that? Because he's not scared of doing it.
K sets up his cameras and sits in silence as he listens for anything out of the ordinary. That's when things take a creepy turn.
What kind of noise was that? That is a weird noise. It shows them in Japan letters. It shows them. Somebody knocking over there. It's just walking around. It's just messing with him at this point. If that was me, you're out of there? Yeah, most people would.
The explorer hears bizarre sounds coming from the train car as something seems to get closer and closer. Freaked out by the creepy activity, Kay eventually decides to just go home. But when he uploads his footage to YouTube, he realizes that he caught something on camera that he didn't even realize. His eagle-eyed viewers spot something downright chilling.
Let's see.
戻って定点カメラだけ一応ね検証という形でやってみようと思います。
Something is going to grab him. Toy Chica, that's me ready to jump scare you. Look at Rick over here.
じゃあ定点カメラの方で検証しますが、まあそういうスポットではないということで何かが
Wait, I didn't even see it. What was
映る
it?
ような
What was it?
ものはないのではないかと思います。え、なんか音するな。いや、定点をセットしたいと思います。
Did you see it? As Kay
Where? No. Let me see.
walks through the train car, someone can be seen.
Oh, somebody's foot right there. You guys see that? What the heck? That's crazy. That looks like Star Shard's foot or feet exactly. That's him right there. He's been hiding in the train.
Seated on the right side. But when the explorer hears a sound and turns around, there's no one
Yeah,
there.
I know.
Watching the footage back, there was also no one there when he first walked through the train.
It's ridiculous.
Kay is completely alone. So, just who or what is this? You can watch this full exploration over on the YouTube channel, Chicken Ball Channel.
Dang, that was it for that one. That was an hour and 35-minute long one. Wow. I mean, I still have time for one more that's like at least 25 minutes long or something. But that was his most recent one. And that was a long one too. That was a pretty long one. I was shocked when I saw that feat, yeah. I mean, if you guys know some other channels, I can probably check out one video from that channel if you guys know any. There is one, Chilling Scares. There's one. I can maybe play one of those for like the last 20 minutes or so. Or I can just find another video on here. I was shocked when I saw that feat. Yes. He's saying he wants the Chilling Scares. I never done any of his before. I've only done Nuke's top 5. Alright, I guess I will try one of Chilling Scares over here. I never done any of his before. This should be a good one. I think he does similar things like Nuke does. Goodbye recordings of from people who expected to die. Oh my gosh, what is this? Four most disturbing Reddit accounts. YouTubers that become murderers. Oh my goodness, what is this? Crazy over here. Watch Chucky. I can't watch that. What the heck? Serial killers are on the loose. Wait, why are his is weird? Chilling scares. Wait, hold on. I'm trying to look for like a 26 most disturbing. Okay, this one might be it right here. Camping encounters caught in camera. Disturbing ones. Alright, here goes. This should be a good one.
Since 2017, a YouTuber...
This should be a good one right here. Chucky? I'm not scared of Chucky. Chucky's, I can't see that movie on here.
named Phil has been uploading videos of his hiking trips to his channel Hike Slam, where he gives his viewers a glimpse into everything he does to prepare for a long hike, camp alone in the middle of the woods, choose the right hiking gear, and pretty much everything related to the outdoors. On the night before Thanksgiving 2021, Phil went on an overnight hike to camp on the Appalachian Trail near his house in Virginia. For the first half hour of his hike, things kick off pretty normally, but after a while, he finds some odd-looking trash lying on the side of the trail. Strangely, there appears to be some writing on some of the containers he finds, which appear to be song lyrics, though it's hard to imagine why anyone would go through the trouble of writing out entire songs or poems on a plastic container only to later throw it on the side of the trail. As he crosses the boundary into the wilderness, things continue to get stranger and stranger, and as he nears the campsite, Phil finds another series of disturbing notes.
Oh man, Rick. Bigfoot, look. What is this? Somebody just left that there? All that stuff. Written.
And there's a dead duck here.
A dead duck right there.
Some of the notes appear to contain cryptic poems, others seem to talk about pretty in-depth conspiracy theories and undercover federal agents or something, and the rest appear to be biographical, with whoever wrote them telling parts of their story. It's tough to confirm if the person who wrote the notes was the same person who killed the duck, but honestly, it would be too much of a coincidence for the dead duck to be lying right there next to the series of creepy notes, which were obviously placed
That's
there
fake right there? You think so?
They're in good condition and not wet.
You think it's fake, Rick? Let's see. Let's find out. I mean, this is gonna be the last video though, but
After
let's find
taking
out.
in the eerie scene, Phil notices a tarp and a fire next to a campsite about 20 yards away from the notes and the dead duck. Staying as far away as possible from the campsite, he continues making his way up to a shelter. Although this next part wasn't caught on camera, Phil then reported that he saw two women coming down the trail with their dog, asking him if he had seen the guy who was leaving the creepy
You think it was staged? I don't know. Let's find out.
notes and dead animals on the side of the trail. When Phil mentioned he saw a campsite and a fire a few yards away from the notes, the woman got scared and asked him to walk back to their car with them. Thinking it was probably a good idea to move as far away as possible from the campsite anyway, Phil went back with them and then started hiking in the other direction to find a safer place to spend the night. Fortunately, the rest of his hike to the new shelter was a lot more uneventful for Phil, and once he got there, he was able to set up a camp for the night, light a fire, and enjoy his dinner miles away from the disturbing notes he found. A few minutes later, once it got dark, Phil decided to go into the shelter and check out the camp log and see some of the notes and stories other hikers had left.
First of all, I appreciate it though. I am gonna be doing this more often. It's just I'm trying to do it like twice a week. Wednesdays, either, which is today, Wednesdays, and either Friday or Saturdays. As soon as I figure out the other day, then it's just gonna be those 2 days.
Behind, and that's when things get extremely creepy again.
I'm gonna check out the shelter log here. I hang out by the fire. Almost every shelter on the Appalachian Trail
John's Hollow
has
what?
a shelter log.
Shelter
where
log?
People write in their trail names and what's going on. They can write whatever they want in there. So it's kind of cool tradition here. So let's see what this one says. Little engine, back section. Hiking again finally. Some nice little trail magic. Ah, some comics and writing and stuff.
How much you want to bet there's going to be some disturbing drawings with some disturbing writing? Like when Cause usually see you live on your main. Yeah, I know. You usually see me live on my main, Rick, I know. I'm gonna start doing this channel at least twice a week. Doing it more often.
Alright, let's see what's happened recently. Holy crap. Wait a second. Well, I'm adjust the camera here. This writing looks almost exactly like the writing that was on that garbage a couple of miles from here.
Yep, it's
Even
probably
though
the same
the
one.
shelter where Phil's currently staying at is more than 2 miles away and on the other side of the road from the
You gotta
previous
do
one,
more, I
the
will.
handwriting in the camp log is exactly the same as the handwriting that was on the notes and garbage on the other side of the road. This is pretty disturbing in itself, but it gets even more so when Phil starts to actually read some of the content in the logbook.
2018, while I was incarcerated at the Okaloosa County Jail. What the heck?
Exactly.
In solitary confinement, I figured the following out. Refer to Isaiah 28:15 through 9. This is the same ramblings from the guy that was on the other side of the river. That's kind of scary.
Is it?
Kind of weird. Those women down there said they were going to call the police on the guy. Wow, this is weird. It's just like
Is it
goes
weird?
in
We'll
one
see.
direction, then immediately goes in a completely different direction, and it's just
It might
so
be.
much of it. Like this line up here. Think grave robbery in an attempt to obscure the reality of little Mrs. Wolf.
Who's Mrs.
Content.
Wolf?
Come up with some more of those wicked schemes, JB and company, so I can show some more of your true character.
The fact that there's a convicted felon walking around the woods leaving dark and weird notes all over the place is extremely
might be true. He's one of those
concerning. And based on the
escapees
kinds of
out
stuff
there.
the guy is writing, he's probably not in his right mind. This could obviously be dangerous for Phil, especially since it's already pretty dark and he doesn't appear to have anything to defend himself with. As he gets ready to go to sleep in his tent, Phil walks back to the shelter once more, where he finds half a Gatorade bottle hanging from a string on the ceiling with a note in the same guy's handwriting that reads, "Watch out for Yeet Mouse, the dead do walk and talk." Understandably creeped
dead
out
do
by
walk
yet
and
another
talk? What?
disturbing note, Phil tries to fall asleep in his tent, obviously a little on edge from everything that happened that day. The last thing you'd want to happen if you were in Phil's position would probably be to start hearing strange noises near the shelter in the middle of the night, and that's exactly what happened. While he was falling asleep, he heard something moving near the shelter, and as he poked his head out of the tent, he saw a single guy with a headlamp walking around the shelter.
Oh, so he did see someone out there.
Not wanting to find out if it was the same guy who had been leaving notes, he quietly made his way back to the truck in the middle of the night, checking over his shoulder the entire way to make sure he wasn't being followed. Luckily, he made it back home safely, and as of 2024, he hasn't uploaded another video about the strange notes he found on the Appalachian Trail. It's pretty likely that dozens of other hikers after him came across the disturbing notes and the dead duck, but we'll probably never know who exactly the guy who wrote them was, or what he would have done if he ran into any unsuspecting campers.
He's cooked? No, he got out of there.
Grizzly Gaz is a camping channel on YouTube consisting of dozens of videos featuring Gaz, the uploader, going on hiking and camping trips in the UK with his French bulldog named Fendi.
Oh, the
In a lot of his
Frenchie.
videos, he goes camping in some pretty extreme conditions, and he often shows footage of his unexpected encounters with big animals in the middle of the woods. In April 2023, Gaz uploaded a video of a camping trip he made somewhere in the woods in the UK. The first...
Never mind, he's safe. Yeah, of course he's safe. Why would they show them being not safe?
Part of the camping trip goes pretty much according to plan, with the footage showing Gaz setting up his tent and chopping wood to make a fire while his dog Fendi keeps him company as the sun begins to set. This next part wasn't shown in the footage, but as Gaz started to prepare his steak dinner over the fire, a random man in jeans and a coat approached his campsite and asked him for a beer and some food.
Alright, we've got steaks on go now. Bit of ribeye. Pot boiling for some mash. And I've got a visitor.
That guy looks weird already. He looks suspicious.
Creeped up behind me asking me if I had a light in my pants. This is Martin anyway. I don't know him, but he's stopping for a steak, so...
Just some random creep wandering about.
You want round
Just some random creep, he might be.
here in a poncho a couple of months ago, we had.
I don't think I was.
He looks suspicious, though. He does look suspicious.
Although the encounter with the man itself was pretty tame, it's still pretty creepy to be camping in the woods in the middle of nowhere and suddenly be approached by a random guy asking for things. If you listen closely to what he's saying, some of the guy's sentences are a little incoherent, and he appears to ramble a bit when he talks, almost like he's kind of out of it. Later in the footage, Gaz reveals that Martin was homeless, and that as they shared their dinner, he told Gaz his story about how he had ruined his life with the drugs, and how he had ended up walking alone in the woods that day. Disturbingly, Gaz also mentioned that while they were having dinner, he turned around for a few seconds to chop some more wood to keep the fire going, and when he turned back around, Martin had left the campsite unannounced without...
There you go. He left out of there. Andrew was right. He left out of there as soon as he was finishing chopping wood. Where did he go?
Even thanking Gaz for the food. After the strange encounter, the uploader decided to leave the campsite and head home out of fear that the man would possibly tell his friends about meeting some guy camping out in the middle of the woods with expensive filming equipment lying around and suggest robbing him or possibly worse. To see if Martin would come back in the middle of the night with possibly ill intentions, Gaz actually left a trail camera on the tree at the campsite to capture everything that happened that night. Based on his behavior, it's pretty hard to gauge Martin's intentions and know whether he was just confused and possibly under the influence, or if he had something more sinister planned that evening. Either way, it's probably a good thing that Gaz left the campsite and didn't go back until the next morning, especially since, when he did go back, his trail camera that he had left was completely gone.
Dang, he should have just hid that camera pretty well. Damn, they did take something though.
Creepy Outdoors is a channel where the uploader frequently shows footage of his nighttime visits to sketchy outdoor locations during all 4 seasons. In October 2022, Creepy Outdoors uploaded a video of a camping trip he took to an unnamed forest in the middle of nowhere, recording everything he saw as he
unnamed forest in the middle of nowhere. Of course it's unnamed.
Explored some of the surrounding woods in the darkness. For the first few minutes, all you can hear is the guys breathing, and you can't help but be kind of amazed at how brave it is to visit a dark forest in the middle of nowhere all alone, not knowing if you're going to run into potentially hostile animals or something else. As the video progresses, the uploader makes a few comments and observations on his surroundings, and throughout the footage there doesn't appear to be anyone else in the forest with him. Around 13 minutes in though, an extremely disturbing sound takes the footage in a pretty dark direction.
Let's see. That's like somewhere I would be at night too. Let's continue. What the heck? What kind of voice was that? I see you?
Oh, hi.
What was that?
I need to get out of here.
Yep.
Oh boy. Ooh. Okay. That was creepy.
It was probably like a ghost voice or something.
In the distance, probably a couple of 100 feet away from the uploader, a voice yells, "I see you." It's possible that the disturbing sound was made by a coyote or a fox, but
a sound like that cannot be made by a fox. What the heck?
Because it sounded so much like "I see you," it could have also been another camper trying to mess with the uploader and scare him. Because the YouTuber had been talking and making noise almost the whole time, he might have inadvertently alerted someone else who may have wanted to play a prank on him just for the fun of it. Still, it's hard to imagine why anyone else would be wandering in the same secluded part of the woods as the uploader. What's most disturbing is that the person or animal or whatever it was that made the noise appeared to yell out right after the guy turned off his lamp, almost as if they were waiting for that to happen to yell out something disturbing. Luckily, the uploader was able to make it back to his campsite safely and has continued uploading outdoor footage to this day.
That was it.
Sam is a YouTuber from Cleveland, Ohio, who's been uploading videos of his stealth camping trips to his channel, The Northwest Wind, since 2016.
That's a long time.
For those of you who don't know, stealth camping just means parking your camper van pretty much anywhere without paying for parking.
How did you guess that? I don't know.
And people do it anywhere from residential neighborhoods to the
See, Rick went asleep. He got scared.
In January 2024, Sam uploaded footage of his stealth camping trip to the woods in Cleveland, leaving his camper van at a local dog park a few hundred yards away. On his way into the woods, he finds a camping tent that's been shredded to pieces, which is honestly a little creepy, but he keeps going anyway. After setting up his tent in the woods, he starts cooking dinner on a camping stove. As the sun starts to set, he sees a couple of people walking by the campsite, and this is when he mentions that he's getting a bad vibe and feels like he's possibly in danger from them.
Oh, there he is.
Most experienced campers would probably tell you that if your gut is telling you something's wrong, you should probably call it a day and leave.
Yeah.
But Sam decided to stick it out for the night and kept on recording. As soon as he settles down in his tent to get some sleep, things start to get very creepy.
There's somebody, hang on.
Uh-oh, there's somebody out there.
I don't know if they can see it or not through the tent. I don't think so. I'm leaning right up against the light, but somebody's walking around out there very close to the tent.
As the seconds pass by, the footsteps outside seem to get louder and louder. At one point, Sam calls out to whoever's out there, but at first he doesn't get a response.
Interesting.
It's only after he calls out for about the 5th time that every camper's worst nightmare starts to become a reality for Sam.
Probably somebody is out there.
They're walking around outside in circles.
Hello?
Uh-oh, why did he say that?
Hello? Alright, I don't like this. Hello?
Somebody
Hello?
was out there. It does sound like it.
They're touching my tank. Stop.
Uh-oh.
Hello? Hello?
Oh, he's gonna go out there.
Alright, I'm getting out of here.
Oh, he's
Hello?
trying to get out of there.
Hello? I don't know what this is, but we're getting out of here. Hang on. Hello? Okay, they're
He might
walking
get
away
cooked
now.
right here.
What do you want? What do you want? I have a knife. Where's my knife? With me. With me here. Holy crap. Get away. What do you want?
Oh, they want to get him.
Hello? I can't see you. Hello? Alright, I'm getting out of here. We're getting out of here.
One thing that a lot of people in the comments of Sam's video have pointed out is that if you're being stalked or attacked by a stranger in the middle of the woods, it's probably not a good idea to show weakness by saying things like, "I can't see you, I'm spooked, and I don't like this."
Oh,
After
yeah.
this, the attackers apparently
Never say
leave
that.
the campsite, but as soon as he steps out of the tent, Sam sees them standing eerily in the woods just a few feet away from him.
If you
Collapse my tent.
If you let them know that you can't see them, oh, that's what they like to hear. That's what they like to hear.
And on me. I don't know which way they went. I think they went this way. I see you. Get away!
Oh, man.
Alright, I'm spooked. I don't like this. Get my head
All right, I'm spooked. Oh, they heard
Get out
that.
of here right now. They're just standing there. They're just standing there. What do you want?
They're
Leave me
standing there?
alone!
How can he see him?
Completely freaking out after the disturbing encounter, he obviously decides to call it a night and head back to his van in the park, but things only continue to get worse for Sam.
All right, they're moving again. I don't know. I'm getting out of here. We're going.
They're moving again?
Some other time.
There's more than one?
Out of here. I'm leaving. Don't follow me.
Why would he say that? Why would he say, I'm leaving, don't follow me? Like, why would he say that?
I don't know which way to get out of here. I smell your cigarette. I can hear you. I hear you.
As he's making his way back to the park, he looks back at the campsite and sees the attackers stealing his things, but he decides to leave his stuff behind, terrified for his life. As he's running through the woods now, he turns back and sees his attackers chasing him.
This has got to lead back to the main trail.
Oh, so they're chasing him now.
Where they are, I think it's all foggy up here.
Also, they are
I got
chasing
water in my headlamp. I don't know where to go. I don't see or hear anybody.
This guy might be cooked, like Andrew was saying earlier, or Rick.
Anymore. I hear them coming. Can't see the shadow. Here's a path. Okay, get me there. I'm recording all of this.
Oh, wow.
I'm calling up police. All right, I'm back on the path. Back on the path. Okay.
They might be chasing him.
Okay. Get away from me!
After making it back to his van safely, he drove home and gave his viewers a recap of everything that happened. As you can imagine,
oh no, he's not cooked. He actually got out of there.
The uploader of staging the video, mentioning that nobody in their right mind would continue to record as they sprint through the woods in the dark. But his reaction seems pretty genuine to me. Different people have different ways in situations of stress. As for who the two guys who stalked and attacked him were and what they wanted, that's really anyone's guess. If what they did to Sam was some kind of joke, that's a pretty messed up joke to play on someone. But because the uploader confirmed that they didn't end up stealing his stuff when he went back the following morning, it's also clear that looting the campsite wasn't really their main focus. We can't really know what they would have done to him if he hadn't run from the campsite, but at any rate, it's probably a good thing he
did. If that was Rick right there, he would have passed out.
Love Sundays is a camping channel on YouTube run by a guy named Sean, who uploads some pretty cool footage of his solo camping trips everywhere in the UK.
A few more minutes left.
In February 2024, he uploaded a video where he left his van on the side of the road next to the woods, and then went to do some exploring, jumping over a fence to walk through the woods. After that, Sean makes his way back to his van to make dinner, where he then heads out once again.
Steph came right in time as soon as it's about to be finished, unless Steph was here the whole time.
But at 3 in the morning, things start to get a little disturbing.
All being well, I'll see you in the morning. Good night. The car's just pulled up.
Around 3 a.m. It always happens at around 3 a.m. You fell asleep, that's good. You need a nap.
As soon as Sean pulls back the curtains, the people who were walking around the van get back in their car. When he put his head out the window to see what was going on, the car drove away, leaving him alone for the rest of the night. It wasn't until the next morning that Sean realized what the visitors had done to his van.
Right, well, I think we should at least go outside and see how miserable the weather is.
I'm going back to sleep. Alright, Steph, take it easy. Go back to bed. You're tired, you need it.
My door's stuck.
His door's stuck. They blocked it.
What the actual... See that?
Oh wow, they zip tied it? What?
So here's the... It was obviously just people wanted to look about and just be funny, I guess, but how dangerous is that? Locking someone in their van? Let me check the back door. Well, there's nothing on this one because they wouldn't have been able to tie it to anything, would they? There's no way they could have done that door anyway.
Why someone would want to lock a stranger in their van is anyone's guess.
They want to lock them in there?
The explanation I can think of is that maybe they were trying to steal the diesel from the van and put the zip ties on the door in case Sean realized what was happening and attempted to get out to stop him.
Probably.
It could have also been a local who didn't want anyone parking their camping van in that area, but we'll likely never know. Luckily, after he cut the zip ties off, he made it back home unharmed and has continued uploading videos of his camping adventures in the UK.
The UK?
Mm-hmm. TheFactsByHowToHunt.com is a
This is
channel
the last
dedicated
one right
to
here.
sharing knowledge about
Last
the
story of the
outdoors and
night.
encouraging people to explore the wilderness. In January 2022, a pretty terrifying video was uploaded to the channel in which a group of teenagers can be seen reacting to some strange sounds coming from somewhere in the woods.
Oh, here we go. Very good for the last one.
Get Trevor. Austin, get the light.
What the heck?
Hey!
What kind of noises are those? Someone's making some nonsense.
Get my keys. Oh, get ready. Everybody, get in my truck.
When you're out in the woods in the middle of the night, it can be easy to mistake certain animal noises with human screams. Foxes, coyotes, and bobcats are all known
Foxes
to
don't make those
sounds
kind of
that can
noises. What
sometimes
the
be hard
hell?
to tell
Why would he
apart
say
from
that?
human yelling. But in this case, I don't know of any animal that can make that kind of noise, especially when you consider how loud the
I'm
banging
not
of
on
the
my
trees
alt
was.
account. This is
They'll
this
call
channel's
anyone to rub their
account.
antlers against trees, but it obviously doesn't sound that loud or menacing. A lot of people in the comments of the video have mentioned that the sounds aren't too different from human screams, and it could have just been a man screaming in the woods in the middle of the night.
Could have been
Although that's also
Sasquatch,
pretty
who
messed
knows?
up in itself. Even though some viewers have claimed the video is staged, the uploader's reactions seem pretty genuine in this case.
I know,
And
what
the
is
only
he
thing
saying?
we can say for sure is that it's probably a good thing that the guys didn't run
Bigfoot.
into whoever or whatever was making those noises.
Damn. Anyways, that is it. My second channel? Yeah, this one is my second channel for sure. It's all about the spooky stuff over here. Of course, they would put this ad right here. Your dream Asian girl awaits. And they have an Asian girl with a red dress or whatever you call it right there. But anyway. Thanks for stopping by, guys. It was fun. For sure, I'm going to be doing these on Wednesdays. Wednesday night, whatever you want to call it. Rick, oh yeah, I know they would show advertisements like that, 100%. But yeah, I will be doing these mostly on Wednesday and either Friday or Saturdays. I'll see which one, and then from there I'll just keep doing them in the same days every week. Good, thanks for stopping, guy. I can't even speak right now. Thanks for stopping by, guys. I appreciate it. And I am going to be uploading some stories that I write to the channel. I mean, I have done that before, but I haven't finished the ones that I'm currently writing. So those are just going to be videos that I post up anyway. Oh, you got to go to bed over there. 2 hours ahead of me. It's 10 over here, 10:09. But anyways, it was fun, and I will see you guys later, as in next time. Don't have any nightmares now, or don't get any nightmares. And thanks again, Andrew. I appreciate it. See you guys.